Today I kind of wanted to touch on how a narcissist, when they devalue and discard you, and they think they have you defeated, but they think they have you defeated, and that brings them, in a weird way to me, I would say, closure and happiness. And the reason I say that is because you look back on your time with them and look at all the mean things they said and did to you. Look at how they talked about their friends and their family. Even people they called their best friends. Family they're very close with. They criticize very easily. To make themselves feel strong, empowered, like they dictate everything and they're in control. And that can start to cloud your judgment on these people. And then you say something and they ridicule you for it. But anyways, when they devalue you, that's when they pull out all the stuff they can to hurt you. And it works because you loved this person. And you can't wrap your head around how the person I love can talk to me like this. The person I love how can they do these things to me? And at the time you can't understand it. Maybe it takes you being discarded 2 times, 5, 6, 7, 15 times. Everybody's different, but it gets to a point where you start to understand it. But that can take months, it can take years before you start to understand it. It all depends on how much they did to you, support systems you got in your life, and your willingness to learn. And during those months or years, you do feel defeated, depleted, and unappreciated. They don't feel that. And that makes it even more difficult for you to get past all this, because, well, you're over here feeling this way, having the roughest time, sad, depressed, hurt. sometimes even bitter. They don't feel that because they're masking that with, who knows, maybe they drink, maybe they compulsively spend money on things. Maybe they get a new car, but always they have a new supply. They got all these things to distract them. Because running away from the issue for the narcissist is a lot harder than facing it. And you look back, anytime you brought up something they did that hurt you or bothered you or was causing issues, look how defensive they got. Look at the gaslighting, the projecting, the manipulation. They were very quick to dismiss anything you had to say because they don't want to have to face that. Now you, on the other hand, you're talking to your friends, you're talking to family, and you have so much stuff to talk about, and you're trying to make sense of everything. You're trying to understand where you went wrong, what could have been done better, and in the midst of all that, you are learning about yourself too. Self-worth, self-value, self-care, things you didn't get while you were with the narcissist because everything was centered around them. Even career paths you would want to take, a car or truck you would want to buy, what color you would want to paint the kitchen, whatever it was. Everything was centered around them, so you never got to focus on the things that you wanted to. So while all that's going on, they're distracted with their stuff, running away from their stuff, not improving and making themselves better so that they can have a healthier relationship or job or friendship the next time around. So they think they have you defeated. But even though you feel defeated, you got knocked down, but the ref hasn't counted to 10 yet. You're getting back up. It's like that. It's like the Rocky movie where he got knocked down. I think Rocky 3, where he fought, I can't remember the character's name on the movie, but it was Mr. T, I think it was. And he was so dazed, and his head was dizzy, everything was fuzzy, he was having a hard time getting up. That's what you're like. And you're talking to yourself. You're giving yourself the motivation to keep going. And eventually you get back up. You start learning things. You start doing things for yourself. You start washing the laundry the way you wash the laundry. You start moving things around in the house so that you have it in a way that's more comfortable for you. You go see your family more. You watch the TV shows you want to watch. You start running more. You take art classes. You go golfing, whatever it is. In the midst of all this, you're learning more and more about yourself. You're feeling better. You're gaining some confidence. You're gaining control of yourself and your life. You're learning truly about who you are. Things that you might need to work on. Believing yourself more than the narcissist. And I strongly believe that this is the key factor into them not defeating you, is learning who they are. Catching on to their tricks and their games. Sitting back and reminding yourself of everything that they did. Being sad about it and picking up on things that you didn't even consider a big deal at that time because it was so normal to you. And you get stronger. You get wiser. And again, more confident. More assertive. Because you see, empaths or kind-hearted people will do, we attract a lot of the opposite. People polarize to us. And, well, we get used. They do us wrong. We get knocked down a lot, but we get up a lot every time. And every time we get up, we get more confident, more wise, stronger, more assertive. And then the narcissist starts to see all this. You start to stand up to them. You start to assert yourself to them. And they're like, whoa, wait a minute. You did everything I said when I said it. You didn't feel good about yourself. What's going on here? And then they're in panic mode. They start to regret what they did to you. That's your victory dance. Not for them, but for you. They think they had you defeated, but you rose up. Alright, take care. That's